you know, your wedge play. Distance is everything. Accuracy becomes less important, actually. Every place I bring my lead arm to, with the same rhythm, the ball should go a different distance. Let's say if I wanted to go 30, I would probably have to bring my club only to at least 730, probably at the most. I always wanted to be within a couple yards. If you're within 10%, that's really good.
Milwaukee's own Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall is 5 under today.
At the 9th. Chips in for birdie. He's tied for 3rd, 2 shots off the lead.
There's 2 different systems that I think most people should use. I don't care which one it is. You can even make your own system. I'm good with that. I know I put out a wedge, system earlier, probably about 3 months ago or so, where showing you how I do it. So all the way down, I always bring my lead arm to 9 o'clock, drop it 30 yards. Every inch I go up the grip, that's gonna be 10 yards. So there's another system, it's called hands of a clock. It's kind of a system that is probably more known. Your hands are always gonna be pretty much in the same place. Your lead arm is gonna come back to different parts of the clock. So if lead arm was straight down, that's 6 o'clock. 7:30 would be right about here, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock would be dead straight, 9:30, 10. Every place I bring my lead arm to, with the same rhythm, the ball should go a different distance. It's making the club either longer or shorter, the swing either longer or shorter, to make the ball go different distances. Again, I don't care which system you use. I just always had an issue kind of dialing in the clock system on course because I could never really tell where my lead arm was. It was hard for me to know that. There's a lot of people that have a lot of success with it. Again, this is all up to you and what you want to do. So let's see. So if I have my hands basically almost to the back of the grip and I go, let's go to 8 o'clock. Let's see where the ball goes. So that went 45 yards for me, okay? You have to remember now my hands are all the way to the back of the grip. Let's say if I wanted to go 30, I would probably have to bring my club only to at least 730, probably at the most. That's gonna go a little long. Oh, still went 40 yards. See, I might have a tough time doing this. Let's try that again. See if I can, in rhythm, 1, 2. A little skinny, but better. 31 yards. All right, let's try going to 10 o'clock, same rhythm, hands at the back. So I'm gonna bring my lead arm now to 10. Same rhythm. Let's see how far. 68 yards. Okay. That's about, for me, that's about my 70-yard shot all the way to the back of the grip with my lead arm to 9 o'clock.
Carry is 74.3 yards.
74. Okay. You can see as it gets longer, we get to be pretty close because my hands are almost at the back of the grip using the clock system. Again, I don't care which system you use, I just want you to have one, okay? Always start out with learning the mechanics of it. How am I gonna do this? What's gonna happen? If you feel like you're too steep, one of the things that's going on, you're probably spinning too fast, club comes out, come down, you're gonna have a much bigger divot. You have to move laterally to shallow the club here. And that's why I use this half a tennis ball a lot to make sure that when I'm going down, I'm pushing into that lead side so the club kind of just drops and falls, so I shallow it better. I don't come from the outside then. It's one of the reasons that I do that. One of the reasons how I teach that. I will put alignment rods in to make sure that the club, you're not pushing in and you're gonna crash into that, come away from the outside. Another great one is, I use tees a lot. Tee it up that high. So if I was coming from the outside and the club's gonna hit the ground, I'm gonna go almost underneath that ball. The goal here is to pick the ball off the tee and kind of hit a low, nice little draw. So I want to show these people, so I'm really going to shallow this club out. I'm going to make sure that I really get it from the inside.
is 67.9 yards.
and I hit a nice little low kind of wedge shot that I'm looking for. I didn't hit the ground.
67.
Another way to do that, you don't even need a ball. All I'm going to try to do is clip the top of the tee and knock it out of the ground. Nice. I like that. Either way, again, you can hit shots though using this and try to just pick it off the tee and hit nice little low draws. Love that.
Cherry is hearts.
I love that. I love the shot pattern. I love it. Everything in rhythm. You know, learn how to shallow the club. So when you're coming into impact, if you're steep and you take that big divot, it's just you're not going to get the flight pattern that you're looking for. The ball's going to go way up in the air. It's going to either spin a lot or spin less. You probably won't have the right spin. Having that low little flighted wedge shot you're able to control the distance just so much better, control the spin. It's going to be that like one hop and stop kind of shot rather than the ball hits and it releases a ways, or if you really kind of catch it good and steep, you're going to have way too much spin on it, and that's where the ball lands and it'll actually come back, from the hole about 20 feet or so. Not what you're looking for. Again, make sure you develop that system so when you have a yardage. It's one thing that I always do with my students. I'm going to call out a yardage. I want them to be able to, I got it, I know what to do. If I say 53 yards, okay, coach, I got it. I know what I'm doing here. Let's go ahead and hit it now. 53 yards. And again, I always wanted to be within a couple yards. If you're within 10%, that's really good, okay? But, as you get up and, get into the higher levels of golf, definitely you want to be within 2-3 yards for sure. Your wedge play. Distance is everything. Accuracy becomes less important, actually. Obviously, the ones that are accurate, you're going to end up like that, but accuracy actually becomes a little less important. If you're 2-3 yards left or right, you're still inside of 10 feet if you have the right distance. So really extremely important. All right, listen, work on that wedge play. Let me know how it's going. If you like what you're hearing today, please like and subscribe down below. Great content coming out. See you next time. Want to make more putts when it counts? Pressure-proof putting is going to show you how to do that. Grab the link below and catch your 3 free videos so you can do that under pressure.